What is going on, Comfy Gang? It's your boy Comfy NEET, and today I just wanted to continue I guess the last video where I talked about me wanting to delete social media, and this one's kind of a I guess offshoot of that, or I don't know what the right term is, but I'm gonna be talking about why I'm so afraid, or why I never posted anything in social media. Like, in my Instagram and Facebook combined, I probably only had like 10 photos at maximum, which is, I guess, kind of weird because most people upload a photo at least like once a week, probably more if they're an active user. And they typically show things like, I don't know, them hanging out with their friends and stuff and everything. But I never really uploaded anything except maybe at the start when I made the account. And the reason for this is, well, probably mostly because of my social anxiety. I think, if anything, this video kind of gives me, gives you guys a window into one of my biggest flaws as a person, which is my social anxiety and my fear of, I guess, being vulnerable to people and, just caring way too much about other people's judgments, because fundamentally, I would tell myself that, I wasn't ready to, this is gonna sound so stupid, but I'd always tell myself that, I'm gonna wait for the perfect time, because, on Instagram, everybody's putting their best self forward and, taking all these perfectly, well, not perfectly, but like pretty well taken photos with the right lighting and everything, and the right filters, but also they're wearing like the perfect clothes and whatever, hair is perfect, they know their angles, whatever crap, and I don't really know any of that stuff. So I'd always tell myself, you know what, I'm gonna wait until until I understand everything, until I find the right haircut, until I have a good sense of fashion, until I, all these things that I wanted to fix about myself before, I'd be finally ready to put myself out there into the world and, expose myself on Instagram. And when you really think about it, it is kind of a reflection of my, I guess, overall insecurities about myself. It's kind of like the same pattern of behavior or thought that underlies my unwillingness to upload things on Instagram. Also is responsible for me, not putting myself out there in the world, and not meeting people, or when I do have to interact with people, I often end up very closed up and rigid and, not very expressive. And I think, it's like, for example, in social interactions where I'm always looking for the right thing to say, as, pathetic as that sounds, I think, yeah, it's kind of echoed in my, me telling myself, or me constantly waiting, to be perfect, waiting to be perfect until I put myself out there. And, I guess that might call into question my decision to delete social media. So I'm shivering because it's kind of fucking cold right now. Kind of calls into question my decision to delete social media, just because, maybe the reason I'm doing it is because it's sort of feeding into that compulsion, like me coming back once I've ascended. Like, maybe the right thing for me to do would actually be to just upload shit to Facebook, upload shit to Instagram, I guess, because, well, that would be me confronting my fear of not being perfect. It's even like in my music, where like I make music but I don't upload anything because I feel like I still have so much room to improve Yeah, I guess maybe I wouldn't call myself a perfectionist, although maybe I am one, and I'm in denial, but because I don't know, it's not like I'm OCD or anything, but I just feel like I could be so much better, and until I am my ideal self, I don't feel like putting myself out there. But then maybe that in itself is pathological, because how else do you become a better person when you're not exposing yourself to real world feedback? Like, maybe how people get good at taking photos on Instagram is that they take a certain photo and it receives less likes. I'm not saying that you should be chasing after likes, but it kind of does give you decent feedback on maybe things that you might be doing wrong, if you want to play into the system, play the game of whatever. That's another thing I'm conflicted on. Like, would doing this be playing to society's I guess expectations and standards and rules, like the unwritten rules of society that are really kind of arbitrary and are just there to make you obsess about yourself and what other people think about you. But that's why it's kind of like one of those things that you don't really know which is the right course of action. Both courses of action kind of seem inherently wrong and right at the same time. But yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent there, but that's one reason why I don't upload anything on social media. And the other reason is that, I really don't have a life, at least currently. And it's like, even back when I had like friends, like we really wouldn't do anything interesting. Like in university, all my friends would do was like smoke weed and eat while high and play video games. And I guess with my high school friends, who I did the most stuff with, I guess we would do some interesting things, like go out clubbing, but it's not like we would do interesting things all the time. And even when we were doing interesting things, I would always feel this sense of shame and be afraid of taking photos of myself. Maybe, I don't know if that's a separate issue or if it ties back into my fear of I guess my obsessive need for presenting my perfect self to the world. I think now that I put it that way, I guess I might be sort of a narcissist. Am I like narcissistic as in NPD, narcissistic personality disorder? I don't know. Maybe I'm narcissistic as far as society makes you narcissistic, with social media and all the unrealistic expectations. But are they unrealistic when other people have somehow achieved them? I guess, I don't know. I guess they're not unrealistic in the sense that, of what you could put out there on social media, because there definitely are apps that you can use to like make yourself look better. But at the same time, I don't know, I guess it's unrealistic. It does kind of make you feel like ugly, I guess, in real life. And I think for the longest time, my self-esteem was damaged by social media and seeing pictures of other people online, because, seeing the way they looked and the places they were, it kind of made me feel inferior, until I realized that, like 99% of women use this app called FaceApp, where they remove all of the blemishes off of their skin. And I'm pretty sure a lot of guys use it as well, at least a lot of influencers on Instagram. So yeah, there's that, but that's another tangent. Yeah, I really don't have a life, so there's really nothing there for me to take. And yeah, wow, this is probably pretty disorganized. Why else don't I like uploading things? You know, it's also that I really don't have many friends. Maybe you could blame it on the quality of my friends. And it's not like, I don't know, it's not like I had friends that did interesting things apart from like going clubbing. It's not like, well, it's not true. Like my high school friends did purposely go out and like take photos for Instagram, but I don't know, I just never got into it for some reason. And yeah, I think a lot of it's just me also fearing judgment, fearing, you know, the possibility that my photo might not get any likes, and, you know, just all these stupid things that, you know, I really shouldn't care about. So it kind of leads to the question of, is me deleting social media, you know, is me deleting social media the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do? Because on one hand, social media is inherently destructive and does, you know, it does cause a lot of insecurity and crap and distraction and everything. But at the same time, me deleting it is essentially me, it's just one more way that I'm running away from, you know, the thing that I'm afraid of, when I guess the right thing for me to do would be to confront it and upload shit to these social media sites to people that know me. Because I don't know, but maybe maybe I am right, because, you know, it is sort of tantamount like to social suicide if you just upload shit that makes people think you're weird. But at the same time, maybe that's how I get over my social anxieties, that I literally hit rock bottom by making everybody hate me. Or maybe I'll post shit and realize that, you know, people aren't as judgmental as I thought they were. So I still haven't deleted it yet. I'm still thinking it over. I think I might delete Facebook first and see how that goes, and if I feel okay with that, then I'll delete Instagram and everything else. Not YouTube or Discord, at least for now. I think I intend to keep making videos for a while at least. But yeah, I'm sort of at a catch-22 right now, if that's the correct usage of that word or idiom or whatever. Anyways, this is kind of a video that was all over the place. I didn't really think this through as usual, I guess. So anyways, this is Company signing out. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below if you enjoyed this video. Peace.